It's a simple song. Yeah. Yesterday, a man said to me, he said, how can you smile when your world is crumbling down? I said, in my seat, when I wanna cry, I take a look around and I see that I'm getting by, and I hold on. Change is coming, change is coming. Hold on. Don't worry about a thing. Hold on. You can make it, Hold on. Everything will be alright. Some people like to worry. Some people like to hide. Some people like to run away from the pain inside. Young, so business. Do whatever you wanna do. But if it don't work out, here's what you ought to do. Now just hold on. Change is coming. Hold on. Don't worry about a thing. Hold on. You can make it. Now hold on. Everything will be alright. The troubles of life weigh you down. Just lift your head up. Yeah. And the love you see is hard to find. Don't give up, just be strong. Keep the faith and hold on. Change is coming. Hold on. Everything don't worry about a thing. Hold on. Yes, you can make it. Hold on. Everything will be alright. Here's a little simple song, y'all. When the troubles seem like they just won't go away. Friends that you're down, things get bounced around. Here's a little lullaby we like to sing. And it goes a little like this. Come on, listen. La, 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 Come on, y'all. Hold on. Your change is coming. Hold on. Don't worry about a thing. Hold on. You can make it. Hold on. Everything will be alright. Change is coming. Hold on. Don't worry about a thing. Hold on. You can make it. Hold on. Everything will be alright. Sanctify my heart, Lord. Sanctify my heart, Lord. Oh, Lord, we need you. We need to see. Oh, Father, tonight we're desperate for you. Now let your glory settle here. real simple, church. Say purify. Purify our hearts. Ask him to sanctify my heart. Sanctify our hearts. Sing children, say sanctify our hearts. Hey, here we go. Oh Lord, we need you. You say it, come on. Oh Lord, we need you. Come on. We need to see. We dance with you. Hey. Now let your glory settle me. Let it settle me. Say it again. Let it settle me. When I'm down the altar, settle me. Now let your glory settle me. There's a clarion call for the glory of God in our generation. I want you to raise up these words. Come on and take your seat. Come on and take your seat. Our burdens and your seat. With you we can be reached. Won't you settle? Won't you settle here? Come on and take your seat. You gotta ask him. Our burdens and your seat. With you we can be reached. Won't you settle? Come on and take your seat. With you we can be reached. I want you to settle. Come on and take your seat. Receive our burdens and your with you we can be. Won't you settle? Somebody throw your hands up and say, you can The Bible demonstrates this in Joshua chapter 6, that there was a kingdom sound. And when the people of God lifted up their voices together, something supernatural began to happen. We're not going to shout in this moment, but I just need you to raise up your voice and just, oh my God. Somebody worship until you feel the glory settling. Somebody open your mouth. Don't wait to hear what your neighbor's going to say. They don't need what you need. Throw your hands up, open your mouth until you feel the glory. I prophesy that the glory is about to settle down. I prophesy that the glory is about to settle down. I feel God responding to our corporate cry. You say this, settle down. Throw your weight around. Somebody say, settle down. Throw your weight around. Throw your weight around. but you gotta say it out of your own mouth. Say it, say it. Say it one more time. You say, settle down. Throw your weight around. One more time, somebody put pressure on his name. Come on. Settle down. Throw your weight around. Throw your weight around. Here's why we need you to do it. Here's why. We need to see your sign. We need to see your wonder. Somebody ask him. We need to see your sign. We need to see your wonder. Our generation needs to see a sign that you're still God. We need to see your sign. We need to see your wonder. We need to see your sign. We need to see your wonder. For grace, for favor, this is my season to reap what I have sown. This is my season for grace, for favor. This is my season to reap what I have sown. Yo, listen to this. See, I haven't been perfect, but I sure been faithful. See, God's got a purpose, yes, and I know He's able. I've got a seed in the ground that He's blessing. No more stressing. I've got a seed in the ground. Now I'm knowing and it's showing my seeds for grace, for favor. It only works when we all do it. This is my season to do what? To reap what I have sown. Come on, you say, this is my season for grace. For what else? For favor. This is my season to reap what I have sown. Everything is working together for my good. Everything is working together for my good. Say it again, y'all. Everything is working together for my good. Sing it again. Everything is working together for my good. I want you to say this to me. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's working for my good. It's good. Say it's good. Say it's good. Say it's working for my good. It's good. It's good. It's working for my good. It's working for my good. For grace, For I need somebody to prophesy with your body language. You say, what you say? God is leading in my direction. Don't prophesy. I said he's leading. In whose direction? In my direction. Come on, you ain't know me to say it. You gotta say it. Say it. He's leading in my direction. In my direction. Cause this is my season for grace, for favor. This is my season. Come on, y'all. To be what I have. When you raise your hand and say, I got a seed in the ground. Come on, open your mouth and say, I got a seed in the ground. And I don't care what your circumstance says, it's already getting better. You can't find something, you break out and buy it again. So then when you do find it, you stuck it to it. The enemy came up against your heart. The enemy came up against your children. The enemy came up against your name. The enemy came up against your character. You will win. You will win. The enemy came up against your head. The enemy came up against your finances. The enemy came up against your vision. The enemy came up against your business. You will win. Yes, you will. He said anybody can fight, but the question is, can you win? I came to tell somebody up in here tonight that there is something on the inside of you that's going to help you win in this season, and it's called a champion. You open up your mouth and shout, I am a champion. Everything attached to you wins. I said everything attached to you wins. Can you point to your neighbor and tell them everything attached to you wins? Come on, listen to me. Everything attached to you wins. Just tell them, say, it's your winning season. It's your winning season. It's your winning season. You've got God to carry you. It's your winning season. You've got God to carry you. It's your winning season. That's what He's gonna do tonight. It's your winning season. 'Cause you can't afford to lose again. It's your winning season. You can't afford to lose again. It's your winning season. Oh, it's your winning season. It's your winning season. Everything attached to me wins. Everything attached to me wins. This is what I need you to do, because I realize that you can't say you are a winner but look defeated. I need you to get up out of your seat and high five 10 people across this room. Don't just stay at your room, tell them across the room that you will win. Come on, high five 10 people and tell them you will win. You will win. God don't work failures. God don't call you defeated. You are a winner. Good morning, everybody. How everybody is doing. Yeah, this light is killing me. So I was supposed to be going to work this morning, but my boss called and said, come in later on. So I'm already dressed for work. So I guess I'm going to be on this live for a minute because I don't have to go to work until later on. So how is everybody doing? Hey, Miss D. Jackson. Hey, Derek. Hi, Bala Mimi. And Derek, Andrea Lynch is an interesting study. I am not nobody's study, okay, Derek? Nobody's study, okay? So how's everybody doing this morning? I was having a rough night, okay? And a couple of my friends called because I'm not good with decorating the tree, okay? I admit that. I'm a little bad decorating the tree. And so my friend was like, shout out to Unbothered Mimi and Real Mamas, because they was like, Dre, it's okay. My other friend said, just decorate one side of the tree, okay? Anybody go see that? So so yesterday, last night, me and the kids, they made some gingerbreads, and we hung up their stockings, and
yeah, I don't like. I hate doing this shit. Okay, I really do, and I think because I really, when I was growing up, we never celebrated Christmas in the way that everybody else celebrated Christmas. Um, we never celebrated. We never had a tree in our house. Our mama never. My mom never bought presents and wrapped it. Like 2 weeks before we went back to school, we had gifts. So when we went to school, we could tell everybody that we got gifts. But we never wrapped them. We never had no Christmas tree. We never had ornaments around the house. Now my mama did cook because she can get down when it comes to cooking. So we always had hey TC this morning. We always had food and that kind of stuff. She made her favorite dessert. We had turkey, all that. But decorating decorating the house for Christmas, I'm not that good at it. So the other night my daughter came over and I was like, "Oh, many little kids gonna put up a tree." She was like, "Mama, how come the little kids get everything we didn't get?" I said, "Huh?" She said, "We didn't have a tree." I said, "Well, good. I didn't put a tree up." She was like, "No, like you only did it like 2 years." But see, the reason I didn't do a tree because they stepmama, oh, she had the house decorated. She was do all that. Okay, so I was like, if they got a tree at their stepmama house, I need a tree at my house. Waste my money buying a damn tree. Hey, sweet vibes, how you doing? Good morning. But so so I told my girlfriend. She said the kids didn't have a tree, Andrea. I said, girl, I don't remember. Okay, so I'm like, ugh. Hey, Stephanie Renee. So yeah, I don't remember my older kids have a tree. Oh, my girlfriend said, Treya, why you didn't tell us? Because that shit was not important to have a tree. Okay, so I'm trying to decorate and get into the spirit of Christmas. I got a Santa Claus and I'm gonna go get the bowls today. But yeah, it's difficult for me. I really don't like it, but I have two other kids and they was happy to make the gingerbread. They was happy when they seen we was playing Christmas music and we decorated and put it on the outside on the front door. We put a wreath out and the kids they're starting to think it's Christmas in here now. Okay. I mean, I got the toys, they already wrapped up and everything. I did that early. When I couldn't sleep, I wrapped up all the presents. But uh I'm just not good with decorating. And I see everybody tree online. I see everybody tree lit. And I'm like, I'm not good with this tree. So my girlfriend said, Drea, decorate one side of that doggone tree and don't care about the other side, okay? Who cares? I'm gonna say it's not a big deal. So I guess I'm feeling the pressure of, you know, I go to my girlfriend's house and she got like two trees up. She got Santa Clauses all over the house. And my kids go over there, they be looking like they be looking mesmerized, like, oh my God, it's Christmas. And I'm there over at Andrea's house looking like, what the hell is going on over here? And so I am feeling the pressure of not knowing how to decorate my tree. Okay. So any ladies in the chats, maybe y'all can give me some advice because I this is my first Christmas with my adopted children and I want it to be festival. I want them to get everything they want. I want them to like feel that the house is filled with joy. Okay, it is filled with joy. We got plenty of presents, but the tree thing is my thing, and I guess I feel in the pressure if I seen everybody's tree, um um all cute and all festival, and mine looking like who shot John. So I dec- you decorate the outside tree. Okay. So I am feeling the pressure of doing this. Oh, we got a wreath outside now on the front door. We decorated the walls with Santa Claus and snowmans, and we did that. So it looks like Christmas in here now. We got the stocking stuffings are already filled. I mean, I know how to do something. It's that doggone tree I can't stand. But you know, That is it. And I hate to feel like I'm a failure when it comes to not knowing how to do something. So yeah, the tree is yeah. And I feel a little weird celebrating Christmas when I never celebrated as a child. So I mean, I do think the presents are important, and I wrap them up, and I got all the presents all in one room that nobody goes in, and I got all that. I do think all that is important and put around the tree, but I just don't know if it's the tree ain't looking right, and I want to take my damn pictures with my kids and say, "Let's Merry Christmas at Andrea's house." So yeah, I got a stocking stuffing. We did that. We did that last night. It's all filled and goodies and everything. So I did that. But yeah, yeah, yeah. So I am feeling the pressure of not learning how to decorate my tree. Okay. So I get, and then I know, and when I talked to my dad, I was like, oh, we put up a tree. He was like, huh? And I was like, yeah, Dad, we put up a tree. We got to do it for the kids. He was like, did y'all have a tree? Would you find? And I was like, but Daddy, this is new generation. New generation. He was like, he wanted to say that's that bullshit. That's what he really wanted to say. And so I was like, Daddy, the kids never fail. Never fail you, sis. You just learning something new, and I can't help you. And so the kid, I was like, but Dad, the kids, he was like, I said, the kids gotta act like it's Christmas around here. They want, this is not your house. This is my house. And so I'm gonna put up a tree. We're gonna act like it's Christmas up in here. And so he was like, really? I was like, yeah, Daddy, I really want to do it. And so and so he was like, okay. So, he was like, well, did you think it was wrong that we didn't have a Christmas tree? I was like, well, Daddy, that was you and Mama's rules. I'm grown. I got my own rules now. And, I want them to think that it's okay. Take the kids' children shopping and go to the children's hospital and then get presents. We're taking our extra gifts to a homeless shelter. We do that every year to a women and battered homeless shelter because we have so many gifts. So that's what we do that every year to give back. Some of my kids know, yeah, you get a lot of Christmas gifts from me and my family, but at the same time is you have to give back to children who is not less fortunate than we are. And y'all are not y'all ain't starving for nothing. Y'all don't want nothing. You got plenty of stuff. You got most stuff that you ever need. And then I was just talking to my daughter yesterday because she came over here and hung out with me, and she was saying, Mom, it's almost as she feels like my new kids, they get a lot, and they get a lot, and as as I'm oversaturating them with a lot, trying to make up for because they didn't have the other side of parents. No, I'm not, but it's almost like her and her brother sometimes make a comment, oh, they got this, oh, they got Jordans, oh, they got and they going this and they going where, and I'm like, but at the same time, when I had you guys, I was feeling like I was growing up with y'all. Y'all like sometimes they feel like they was my teammates. And my daughter clear out that she raised her brother, and I was like, "What bills you pay? What job did you have?" So sometimes I don't know. They feel like I'm settled in life. I'm financially good in life, and they feel like my new kids get more than what they did. And at the same time is that's not true. That's not true. But at the same time, I sacrificed a lot for Veronica and Quentin. I put everything on hold to make sure I was a good mom. I was taking shit back to the store when I bought some shit for myself because the kids needed something. And now I don't have to do that. I feel luxury as I can buy myself some shit. I can buy my kids some shit. They can put some shit in the cart, and we don't worry about what the price is. And I'm trying to tell them, is that my fault? Is that my fault because life is good for me now? And don't get me wrong. Look, it was times I didn't have a car. It was times I was on that damn bus. Oh, and I hated the bus. Okay, especially when it was damn raining. Oh, I hate being wet. That is a pet peeve. When it's raining, I hate being wet. And so it was times I didn't have a car for a whole year and all that kind of shit. And they see me get on a bus early in the morning. I had to catch like 3 buses to go to work a whole year. And I'm trying to explain them. I mean, at that point in my life, I was struggling. But at the same time, is we made it through. Y'all are good. Y'all have and be able to get things now. Now that I'm good. Okay, so I'm just saying is, don't be jealous of my little kids. I'm just able to now live the good life, and maybe I made better choices. I made better financial choices, and I was growing up with you and your brother, and so I'm wiser now. I'm stronger now, and I'm better with money now than I ever have. I have a budget now, and so I was like. I was telling them life is gonna change. Like I told my daughter, when she have a baby, you're gonna have to budget. You can't buy $200 Jordans, okay? You can't go to the club every weekend. You can't do the things that you used to do. And when you have kids, you're gonna sacrifice for some things. And so I was like, and she was like, Mom, we never had a tree in your house. I didn't remember we never had a tree. I remember that, but I did put a tree up a couple times. But it is what it is. What it is. What can you say? What can you do? Don't feel guilty to being financially in position when your older kids. Never miss out on anything. They never miss out on anything. I will always sacrifice for Veronica and Quentin. And the thing is, I'm a better mom now because I have raised them too. I'm a better mom now because I know how to budget. I'm a better mom now because I know how to put money aside for Christmas. And it's like they taught me what I need to do, now. And it's like I be trying to tell them, a little hard headed, okay, a little selfish to me, okay. But at the same time, is I keep telling them, Veronica, you had a 2-parent home. Your daddy might not live in the home, but you so did go down there every weekend, every summer to Georgia. Y'all had a 2-parent home, and y'all got Christmas gift at your stepmama house, and all them trimmings and cookies and all that kind of stuff. So it wasn't like you and your brother was lacking for anything. Let's keep it 100, okay? So I might not have can't afford it, but your daddy afforded it and took y'all on vacation and everything. So it's not like you guys missed out on vacations, missed out on anything. What I didn't make, your daddy covered, and he was financially okay. So yeah. So I'm listening. Okay, sweet vibes. Thank you. But yeah, so yeah, it is definitely hard, okay, but I'm hoping that I'm gonna get better starting this year with this Christmas tree. I had to call my girlfriend out. I bought a tree at Home Depot for like $40. It was already pre-lit, and so my girlfriend said, Trey, put that tree up. I was like, girl, I don't know how to do it. She was like, read the directions, okay. So I guess I am. I'm ashamed to say I don't know how to put my Christmas tree up, but me and the little kids, we put it up last night, so the tree is already up. All I have to do now is just put some ornaments on it now, okay? And I went to my garage and I found my purple ornaments. I just need to get some little things to decorate it. So in a minute, Andrea Lynch is gonna have a tree in her house, and it's gonna be nice. And so, yeah. So I guess, I guess I could say I'm not that good with that. So I can admit sometimes I'm not good. I don't like to admit I'm not good at something. But I got some good girlfriends that say it is okay, Drea. I don't really like decorating the tree either. It's okay. So I appreciate them ladies telling me that everybody ain't as good as decorating the tree. And so I appreciate everybody, giving me some pointers about decorating the tree. And I thank y'all for that because I was feeling the blues. I ain't gonna lie. You know, I was feeling the blues and not knowing how to make sure the tree is decorated. Because every holiday is I love Halloween. We gonna get Halloween. I love Halloween. So I'm good with that. I can get mask and makeup, and I'm good with that. It's just this Christmas and this tree. I be like, and so I wait till the last minute to put the tree up because all my other friends they put their tree up after Thanksgiving. I be like, my girlfriend, she be at Walmart just spending money buying stuff. I'm like, She was like, Drea, you gotta put this tree up for these kids. And she said, "You've been promising. I've been promising. I don't have that tree in my car for almost 2 weeks. It's been sitting in the car. I'm like, no. Kids gonna say, Mom, are we gonna put the tree? Not tonight. I don't feel good. So they was like, are we gonna put the tree up? I was like, not tonight. I don't feel good. My daughter said, Mom, when you ever gonna feel good about putting that tree up? I was like, oh, we gonna do it tonight. So last night I was like, come on, let's go get the tree. And we put the ornaments, we put the Santa Claus up, and we decorated the walls and stuff. And so I'm glad to have a day off and drink and champagne Christmas time. And you know what? I do it for the kids. It's not something that I enjoy because I don't. Tell you the truth, I can skip November and December and go to January the 1st because that's my birthday month. I celebrate all month long. And so I have something. We have a cake. We have cake, cupcakes, all month long. I celebrate my birthday. Okay. Yes, I'm a little extra. Okay. So I celebrate my birthday all month long in January. Okay. So I don't really care for November and December. Okay. I feel like it's too commercialized, all this, you gotta buy all this. And to me, I feel like why we buying all this stuff? It's you. And then every year we gotta go through it. I be like, And none of my girlfriends said, Drea, I got this tree over here that you bought from me last year. Okay, I bought a tree for my girlfriend last year because she decorated the tree like she bought a new tree every year. So she was like, "You got this tree over here. It's already bulbs, everything already on it. It's already ready for you to just put it up." I said, "Really?" She said, "And you would have bought a tree again?" I said, "Girl, I forgot I bought that tree for you." See, that's why. That's why I need to be, buying trees. I got a tree at my girlfriend's house, and it's already pre lit. It's already decorated because she loved Christmas, and so yeah, I'm gonna be decorating my tree today. I'm going to get the ornaments because I promised little kids, Andrea Lynch extra. No way. Yeah. Yes, I have sisters. I got a twin sister and an older sister. I'm having a birthday party, and they coming on the live. Okay, y'all gonna meet them. Y'all gonna meet them on my birthday. But they feel like I'm a little extra. Matter of fact is my whole family feel like I'm a little extra. But that's just who I am. Extra, yes, I am. And so it wouldn't be me. And matter of fact is, I don't think y'all would like me if I wasn't a little extra. Okay, that's my personality. My twin, she like this. I'm always been the one like this. I'm always been the outgoing twin. I'm always been the one. Her friends. I never liked her friends. That's why when we was in school, I didn't hang out with the what do I call it? But the average people, my friends was the football players, the cheerleaders, some of them got my fucking nerves, but okay. But I hang out with older people. My freshman year, all my friends were seniors. Okay, because I didn't I don't know about I like older people. It seems they could teach you something. And my friends right now, I think I only got 2 or 3 friends, maybe about 2, it's the same age as me. At least most of my friends at least 10 or 15 years older than me. And because I just feel like they can teach you something, they can tell you something, they can enhance your life, and I have always hang out with older people because I always felt like the boys at school was dumb and stupid. Freshman year, so I always had older friends, older guy friends, because and I feel like I felt like I'm a freshman, but I want to hang out with the older crowd because just something they can teach you. So yeah, all my friends are much older than I am. And I like that because they, I'm the baby, so they like, okay, Dre, we know you gonna do some stupid shit. So I am so yes, do my sisters think I'm extra? Yes, they do think I'm extra. Hey, Miss Jackson, how you doing? And you gotta check out the replay of me and Derek and the I call it Team Andrea or Team Derek, and I won that debate. Okay, I won that debate. Okay, go check out my community wall, and it's Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless, and he was talking about protocol. Okay, protocol. Okay, go over there, protocol, because that is the new word for you, Derek. Protocol. Okay, so yes, my sisters think I'm a little extra. Okay, and hey, Scarlett, how you doing this afternoon? So yes, everybody think I'm a little extra. That. And sometimes me and my twin sister. So I never did like her friends because I think they were just dumb. They did stupid shit. They was immature. So we always had a different set of friends. Okay, so my friends was a little okay. My friends was a little extra. Okay, they was. My friends was a little extra. Her friend was like, I was like, and even to this day, I don't like none of her damn friends. To this day, I don't like none of my sister's friends. Okay, I'm like, I don't like her. She a little strange to me. I don't trust her. She might take your man. I remember we went to the club. This is so funny. My sister, she was a bartender at a club. Okay, and see, I went to graveyard. I really didn't go to the clubs in Sacramento because when I was fresh divorce, I was going to the club, and at the club, the hole in the wall club, because that's a hole in the wall. That's nigga clubs. I call them nigga clubs. Okay, so I went to the club and there's a hole in the wall. Okay, and so somebody got stabbed that night. I was like, oh no, I'm good. I got kids to go home to. Somebody got stabbed. I ain't going to the club like that no more. So I stopped going to the clubs in Sacramento. I used to go to clubs when I go out of town. So my sister worked at a club. But what she didn't know is I had this boyfriend and he was younger. Okay. So he was going to the club with his friends. And I was like, sure, I ain't going because no, it's not my style. Okay. So I said, you go to the club, I would come pick you up because I don't want you drinking and driving. Okay. I don't want you drinking and driving. Okay. So I went to the club to pick him up. And my sister worked at the club. But what she didn't know is she at the time was we fell out and we wasn't talking, we wasn't hanging out with each other. So what she didn't know is when she was at the club where on the street is, she was hitting on my boyfriend. Okay. She was hitting on my boyfriend. So I pulls up to the club and I see her trying to talk to him. I said, sis, that's my man. Okay. She was like, huh? She was like, really? I said, yes, that's my man. And she was like, oh my God. She was like, but why you didn't go to the club? Y'all are riffraffs and I'm grown and I don't need to do that. Okay. So I said he could go because it don't bother me. So, but she was hitting on him, and I was like, he was like, babe, I didn't know that was your sister. I say, you know that now, don't you? Okay. you know, you know that now. I say, you better step off. Okay. You better, he was like, she was trying to holler at me all night. I said, well, that's my twin sister. Okay. And I don't go to the club like that because I have children to come home to. And I'm not gonna put my life at risk because I feel like at the club they do stupid shit, and I just didn't think it was worth going to the club. But if you want to go to the club, he was younger. I was like 36, he was 28, and so yeah, I'm grown. I was working 2 jobs too, so club ain't it wasn't my scene. So yeah. But that was the funny thing about it. My twin sister was trying to talk to my man, and she had no idea that was my man, and because I don't frequently go to the clubs, and so yeah, so that's a story time for Andrea Lynch. And plus I changed my hair color, and I didn't have any pictures at the time of I just moved into a new apartment. So he didn't see when he came to my house pictures of my twin sister, because I really don't show everybody a picture of my family and friends, because at the end of the day, I'm on YouTube. My family and friends ain't on YouTube. I'm on social media. They're not. So I really don't show everybody them. And so but I had to give my sister a little talking to. I was like, check this out, boo. That's my boo, okay? So I had to tell her. So but yeah. But her friends was always doing something stupid. And so I have another girlfriend that I met on a cruise. And the funny thing about it is her last name is Lynch too. And she's a twin. And we keep in touch and everything. And she had her twin, they're identical. And see, me and my sister we fraternal twins. And so is my ex-husband. He's fraternal twin too. So everybody tells that my daughter or son might have twins. So oh God, twins. That is crazy. Yes, that's really crazy. But yes, she did a great job. Yes, TC did a great job as a moderator. I thought she did an excellent job. She was coming with some stuff for me and Derek. She was putting us on our toes, okay? She was coming through. She did a great job. But yes, so my sisters are coming on the live, so you guys can meet them, and they can tell y'all as I'm extra, because they're gonna tell y'all I'm extra not. So I have an older sister. She's 10 years older than me. And then I have a twin sister. But it's 7 kids in the family. My mom has 7 kids. So I have 4 brothers and 2 sisters. So it's a lot of us, okay? Yeah. And all of us have children. But my baby brother, he don't want to have so many kids. I ain't gonna lie, my baby brother got 5 kids. And hey, Andre, oh, thank you. You might relate to Willie Lynch. Check it out. Okay, I will check it out. I will TC. But I have 7 kids, and I have a baby brother, and it's a lot. It's a lot. But we all are grown now. We all got our own families. But my baby brother, we all look at my baby brother and we was like, why you got 5 kids? And nobody had that many kids, because I think we all decided mama had 7 kids, don't mean I'm gonna have some 7 kids. And when I told my mom, my mom was like, I said, I'm done having children, Mom. She was like, huh? Only 2 kids? I was like, yeah. So she said this: the Lord said, be fruitful and multiply. I said, yeah, the Lord said that, but I ain't having that many kids as you did, because I like my insanity. I like sometimes just being alone. I like sometimes a lot of kids. That's you. I mean, my mom is the king of being a mom, but I think she was spread thin. Sometimes do I think she missed out on vacation with her girls. Sometimes do I think she just wanted to leave that house and say, "Damn them kids, too many of them." Mm-hmm. But she didn't. But she was a good mom, and that's how I learned how to be a good mom, because my mom had a daycare for almost 10 years in Phoenix, Arizona. So yeah, I didn't want to have that many kids. Okay, I told her that. She was like, "But the Lord said, be fruitful and multiply." Mm, I, your baby sister got 5. Oh my, that's why I asked my brother. And the thing is, my brother is getting a divorce from his wife with 5 kids. I said, let's let me know something. How you getting a divorce with 5 kids? You need to, what they say in California is cheaper to keep her. I was like, you can't make that right with her because you got 5 kids. Child support is gonna get you. I'm just saying, 5 kids. Ooh, child support is gonna get you. You need to stay with her. But it is what it is. I was like, now I always wanted 4 kids. Even when I was married, I wanted 4 kids. I don't know. I wanted the husband, the picket fence, the dog, and the 4 kids. Okay. I wanted 2 girls. I wanted 2 girls and 2 boys. Okay. I had my kids' names out. Okay, when I got married. But life happens. I got a divorce. I started being a foster mom, and yes, I didn't get the kids the way I wanted to get the kids, but I wouldn't change it for the world because I was able to raise Veronica and Quentin, and now they're grown, 24 and be 23, and now I got my new set of kids. And the one thing I'll keep it 100. The one thing I don't have to do, I don't have to share them with nobody. I don't have to check with nobody. I don't have to like when we had the custody agreement, when they go to the doctor or that kind of stuff, you gotta call the other parent and let them know. Everything this time, everything's on me, and I love it. I don't have to ask you to pay your child support on time. I am in love. Don't have to do that because that's why I didn't want some more kids with a man because I don't want to argue over no money. So I am thinking, I wish they would get divorced. They're better roommates in life. So yeah, so I don't have to argue with nobody over no money. I don't have to say when he's grounded, they grounded at your house. I don't have to like your punishment. Hey, third world, how you doing? I don't have to share the responsibility. It's all on me. And some of the ways that my ex-husband have, like he has a zero tolerance when it comes to things. Like he little anal when it comes to the kids' room. And the kids is gonna be messy, a little messy. The kids is they clean up, don't get me wrong. But everything don't have to be in rigid place or anal like he is. Cause honey, I'm so glad we ain't together because I might have a messy room in one of these rooms. Okay. That's what keeps me together. But I don't have to share. I don't have to ask. I don't have to argue. I don't have to what's your opinion? I don't gotta do none of that with my new set of kids. And I'm enjoying that shit. Okay. I'm enjoying it. I ain't gotta argue with you. I don't gotta say, he don't have to say, well, I don't like my son's haircut. I don't like his barber. I don't trust his barber. I don't gotta do none of that. Okay. And that I'm loving that shit. Okay. I am loving that I don't have to argue with him. Hey Shay, Victoria Shay, how you doing? I don't have to do none of that, and I'm at peace. Because don't get me wrong, co-parenting, they don't give you no road book on that shit. That's a bitch sometimes. It's some bullshit sometimes. And if you don't like his new damn wife, that's a bitch too sometimes too. Because I'm like, to navigate all them personalities, to navigate that shit, I thank you, Jesus, that I survived. Because when we first got divorced, every other Monday, And I can admit that now. I was bad. So chat, don't bring the hammer down on me. I'm gonna keep it 100, okay? I was that ex-wife when the kids came home when the kids came from their daddy house on Monday. I would get all the intel. Okay, they would just tell me everything would happen at daddy house, but I would tell my kids what happens at my house stays at my house. Don't tell your daddy shit was going on in my house. Okay, but they would come home every Monday, every other Monday, and tell me what happened at daddy house or what the stepmama did. So I would drop the kids off at school. I would get on the phone, cuss my ex-husband out, and he was like, Andrea. He called me Andrea, not Andrea. He says, Andrea, who told you this? I said, the kids told me. He said, you believe everything the kids say? I said, why ain't lying then? He was like, really? You believe everything the kids say? I said, well, I don't think you tell the truth half the time. He said, girl, stop listening to them damn kids. They want us to argue. They want us to fight. And I was like, yeah, really? So I was not as good as being co-parenting, not as good as being, because I would cuss his ass out every Monday, every other Monday. Okay. So let's keep it 100. Andrea Lynch wasn't the best ex-wife. I became a better ex-wife now. Now it's been over 20 years we've been divorced. So now we about to be grandparents. And so I'm better now. Now I don't cuss his ass out. Before I cuss him out, I changed my approach to talking to him, because he be saying I be talking to him like I run the house. No, I don't. I didn't. I might have did. Yes, I did. So I'm better now. So before I cuss his ass out, I give myself like 3 days. Okay, 3 days before I cuss him out if I think it's necessary. If I think it's necessary. So, but I haven't cussed him out in a long time because we don't got nothing to argue about. We ain't arguing over money. Our kids are grown, and we ain't got nothing to argue about. But he did stupid shit that made me no, I wasn't a scorned ex-wife. Shut up, Derek. Okay. He did shit like, look, you have a black daughter, because black women know this. Take your daughter to the shop, get her hair done, or get her hair pressed, or get her hair braided, and then they take the child to the water park and take it to the water park. And so on Monday, when she come home, I got to deal with that hair and shit. And so all I was saying was, I'm spending my money making sure that your daughter look good when you with her, and can y'all either pay for her hair to get redone or don't take her to the water park? And then he said, well, Andrea, don't you want your daughter to know how to swim? Yes, I want her to know how to swim, but at the same time is where you stay at ain't no black beauty supply places. You got to go down there 30 minutes away where you stay at. So I'm just asking, can somebody help me? And that maybe I was saying it in the wrong way, or maybe I was cussing him out and he couldn't hear me, but I was cussing him out. Okay, let's keep it 100. I was, but so I said, and I told his wife, and the next time my daughter comes to me after I don't got her hair done and looking right for school for Monday, and somebody takes her to the water park, and it's gonna be hell to pay. I said it. Mm-hmm. So they start giving me the money if they take her to the water park to give me the money to redo her hair. So yeah. And I'll be honest, therapy have helped me too. To navigate, even to navigate with my parents and stuff. Therapy have helped me too, because I wasn't the best communicator. Okay, I didn't really tell everybody how I really felt, even though some stuff got on my nerves, and I would express myself as, in a sense, of yelling and cussing instead of talking what I feel and what I don't like. So, you were a crazy, dangerous score ex-wife. Okay, Derek, I want to score an ex-wife information, and I'm good now. I'm better. Okay, so shut up. So I am better. Therapy out helped me, and I don't. And you know what? I was young. Okay, I got married at 22, so I didn't know, how to navigate emotions and feelings. They don't teach you that either. And I never seen my mom and daddy argue like that. If they did argue, we was in bed. Okay, my mama never argued in front of us. In front of us, I didn't argue in front of the kids either. What I did was wait till the kids went to school and told their daddy how I feel. So I never argued in front of the kids. I waited till went to school. And plus, I worked the graveyard, so I told him I got time all day. So I never argued in front of the kids. Host, do you think being extra played a part in you yelling and being a bad ex-wife? Um, do I think my extra? To be honest, I wasn't as extra, okay, as I am today when I first got married. The cheating and the cheating, it in a sense it changed me in a sense. Uh, um I became extra. Okay, let's keep it 100. I became extra after we got divorced. I became extra and I told him, I don't give a damn what you say. You don't pay no damn bills in this house now. I'm grown. And I became extra after we got a divorce. In the process of the divorce, I felt like I have a voice now. I was like, he can't tell me what to do. I ain't that little girl. And maybe you feel like you've been out in the world a little longer than I am. But yeah, I became extra after. It's a good question, Derek. After in a sense of the middle of the divorce, I felt like my personality shifted, in a sense, because when I was married, I ain't gonna lie, because I felt this way. I felt like my ex-husband could walk on water when I was married to him. I felt like, he was the man of the house. He was the man of everything. And plus he was my first of everything. So of course I'm gonna feel that way. But after I realized, and I realized this in therapy, he wasn't a perfect man. And maybe I didn't see some of his faults. I just seen the good in him. And maybe we should give ourselves enough more time to be married, more time to date, all of that. And so did I came a little more extra after we got divorced. And so let's understand me have a question today. I'm taking a line from Andre Lynch. So my personality shift. My personality shift as in a sense when y'all say Andrea Lynch is a little aggressive. Yes, because I'm gonna keep it 100. His mom was like, "Oh, Andrea is mild mannered. She's a little sweet girl. Little I love my daughter-in-law. She's a good mom." But Ronnie was like, "Mom, Andrea be cussing me out." She was like, "Andrea ain't cussing you out." So let me tell you what he did. She was like, "She be cussing me out really bad, Mom." So he secretly recorded me just going off on him. And his mom was like, "Oh my God." She was like, "Andrea, I never knew you had them kind of words come out your mouth." And so, hey E Black, how you doing today? So, um, in the divorce, my personality shifted. Okay, and so his mom was like, "Andrea's such a mild woman. She's a church girl. She don't use them kind of words." And my ex-husband's like, "My mom, Andrea is cussing me out. Andrea is using words she ain't never used in life." And so he secretly recorded me. And so his mom was like, "Andrea, oh my God, I heard them words you called Ronnie. Oh my God, I just can't believe them words are coming out your mouth." And I'm like, "That's your son." And I accept that. And I'm sorry that you heard me get ugly and nasty, but he doing some shit to me to make me get to acting a little ugly. But I mean, Hold on 1 minute. Okay, I apologize. So, my ex husband, mom. So she was like, Andrea, I never heard you say them kind of words. I was like, but your son is making me say them kind of words. Your son is doing this to me. And his mom was like, he can't do nothing you ain't doing. And so I didn't learn how to. I never see my mom and daddy argue. I never see my mom, she pretty much, I ain't gonna lie, she I feel like my mom sometimes cow down to my daddy. And I'm not, that's she always felt like my daddy was her king, and I'm okay with that. That's their marriage. But I felt like, none of my family members was getting divorced, and none of them. I ain't never seen people get a divorce. Okay, I always see a man and a woman. They stick it out. They raise their kids, but blah blah. So I mean, I have seen some baby mamas act crazy online, and so. But I never wanted to be that kind of baby mama. And finally, my daughter was like, man, she was like maybe about 16, and she was acting a fool in school. And we was like, okay, when the summer comes, we bought her a ticket and we sent her to Georgia to her grandparents. And she hated out in the country, but we didn't care. We was like, you ain't listening to us. We gonna shake. So we sent her to Georgia. But at the time, me and my ex-husband took her to the airport, and we had a conversation. He apologized for the things that he done. I apologized for the things that I done. And at the same time, as we realized we was young, we was dumb, we was doing stupid shit. And we learned to like try to get along for the kids' sake. And at the same time is we realized that yes, we've been knowing each other all our life, and our family's been close, but we didn't really know each other when we got married, because he was the kind of man that he wanted his food on the table, his clothes ironed for the week. And when I mean his clothes ironed for the damn week, he had a whole pile of clothes for the damn week, okay? And he want to iron, press, spray starch, all that. And I'm like, I'm a new mom. I'm a new mom with 2 kids. They 14 months apart, and I'm working. How am I supposed to navigate all that? And what the hell are you doing? Nothing. Okay, nothing. Nothing. So that was one of our issues too. And I learned, sometimes things just don't work out. You can love somebody and want the best for them, and sometimes it's easier to let them go and let them find somebody who's going to make them happy. And I come to conclusion that I wasn't the wife that he needed, and I'm okay with that now. I beat myself up a lot because I wanted to have a 2-parent home for my children, but at the same time is I'm glad that we're not together, because I think we might have killed each other, okay? And we weren't the best people, because I am a little extra and he don't like that. And he don't like that, and it's okay. It's okay. See, I need somebody who don't mind my little extra, okay? And so when he come pick up the kids, we can laugh about it. We can laugh all the stupid shit I done. We can laugh about all the cars I don't tow up. So I am happy that what you say there? What you say there? Oh, hold on a minute, cause let me get to your comment, because I really want to see what you got to say. Is that called white people? It's called no, it's called Can You Help? If you got 2 kids 14 months apart. So my man, I was pregnant for almost 2 years and he couldn't help do shit. He couldn't cook a meal. He couldn't and plus I had postpartum depression, which he act like it ain't that big a deal. Okay, that was the truth too. So you know what? I don't have to justify it, but yes, I had postpartum depression. Okay, and with 2 kids back to back, and plus my parents, they already told me they were gonna help me. So my mom did not help me. She didn't even come to the hospital when I had my babies, and it ain't that big a deal. But it was challenging. It was challenging because, and it's funny. It's funny now. Let me tell you something now. He got a new wife and she don't even own the iron. I'm just asking some questions. She don't even own the iron. But when I was married to him, I had to iron and press and spray starch. But your new wife, you don't make her iron your clothes. You don't make her you know, he even told my daughter that she not even good as ironing as I am. Okay, I said, oh, he missed the ironing, don't he? So I'm just saying is, how come a new wife is not ironing like I was? Okay, Derek, don't look. You might get blocked up in this chat. Okay. So I'm just saying is, so read Derek's comment. He is challenging your relationship. Oh, he is challenging a relationship debate. Oh, you want a relationship debate, Derek? Oh, you think you're gonna win this one too? I ain't never scared. But if you want a relationship challenge, bring it on. I'm just saying, you know. So I'm saying is it was hard to navigate, and I'm saying is we on the other side now, and I don't tell my friends who are either going through a divorce or who are co-parenting, don't make the same mistakes that I made. Talk it out, work it out. Don't cuss. Before you cuss, give it 3 days. Before you get the acting a fool, give it some times. I made some mistakes. I made some mistakes in being the ex-wife that I regret in a sense. I regret in a sense because if I had the tools and the navigation and the tools and the navigation of of communicating right, I might have been we might have been better. We might not have been friends, but we would better be very co-parenting better than we did. And it took me going through therapy. Even it was even like it was being challenging when I see my therapist on Wednesday. I would tell her what was going on in my life and what was challenging for me, and she would help me navigate and use words that he could hear me instead of the yelling and being polite. Okay, because being polite, ask him how his day was, because I was one of them baby mamas. I ain't gonna lie, okay? So I'm gonna tell the truth around here. I was one of them baby mama's ex-wife. If I didn't get my way and my ex-husband had his own business, I would roll down to his job. If he didn't answer his phone, I'd be like, I'm on my way to your job. I did it a couple times. Okay, I admit I did it a couple times. And so he was like, the next time you go to my job, I have your ass arrested. So I stopped doing that. Okay. So yes, I made some mistakes, and what were those mistakes, host? I just said, Derek, I made some mistakes of being not a good ex-wife. I made some mistakes of cussing his new wife out. I made some mistakes of threatening his new wife. I made some mistakes. I made plenty of mistakes. I never said Andrea Lynch was perfect. And I made some mistakes, and I'm okay at saying that. I'm grown enough. I told my kids, I'm grown up. We have talked about it. I made plenty of mistakes. Do I make the same mistakes when it comes to my ex-husband? I don't. I don't make the mistakes anymore. And so and then plus I got some I have a best friend, he's a man, and actually he's my ex-husband twin brother. Um when I'm really mad at his brother, um and the first thing he would ask me is, "Did you cuss him out, Andrea?" Because they know I cuss him out real quick. And I was like, "No, I don't do that now." So I don't cuss him out, and I don't use words that will trigger his ass. Because I used to use words I knew I knew how to get under his skin. I ain't gonna lie to you. So I would use words when I'm mad at him, and it was wrong. I know it was to trigger him in a sense that to tell him he wasn't a good father, tell him he wasn't shit. I would say some shit like that. Okay, so I would use words to trigger him, and that's not good. And he is an excellent father. He just wasn't a good husband for me, and I had to learn that. And so I would use words to trigger him. I would use words to get under his skin. I would use things that I know would hit him close to home. And so see, but the only person who knows that is a wife, okay, or a girlfriend who's been there years. So I would use things that would just set him off a little bit, because he a little like my son. I love my son, but my ex-husband is a little passive aggressive, and I had to recognize that he was, because I was like, he doing things to me. And so my therapist was like, what he doing? And I was like, he doing things and to set me off. And so he would trigger me too. And so I learned to say, today I am not gonna be triggered by you. Today I'm gonna say, how you doing? Today I'm gonna say hello. Today I'm gonna say, you have a nice day. Today I'm gonna be a little more understanding. And so I learned that. And at the end of the day is, I still have to remember that me and Ronnie is still family, because we're family. We are family because the kids connect us. And I never wanted anything to happen to him, because he clear out that I gave him high blood pressure. He clear out that I made his hair fall out. He was already going bald, okay, but he said the stress of dealing with me made his hair fall out and gave him high blood pressure. So when I say I'm a little extra, I was a little extra. So but I learn now how to communicate better now. I learned how to say what I mean what I say, and get straight to the point. Because he used to do some shit to me that I didn't like. What's the point, Andrea? What's the point, Andrea? What's the point? I'm like, wait a minute. I ain't, that was triggering it. That was set me off. I was like, oh my God. And so he would do that to me. He would do that. What's the point? What, you're going round and round, you're going round and round. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute. So I didn't like when he did that to me. And I'm like, and so one time we got in an argument and I broke down and I said, look, we promised we would never do this. We promised that we would be great parents to our children. We promised when we had these kids, no matter what, we would be great parents, and we wanted better for our kids than what we had. Because he started working at 16. He quit high school and started working at 16, him and his twin brother. And so we promised that we was gonna do it better. And I said, we're not doing it better. I don't like your new wife because I think she's staying in our business too much. Okay. And I think you should navigate that in a sense. Look, I'm the ex-wife and I'm okay with that, but you should navigate when it comes to our children, that she don't get a say. Because the last time I checked, these are 2 African American children. She don't know how to raise us. And I'm not trying to be prejudiced or anything because she white. I'm just saying she don't know how to raise us. And so I think when it comes to our children business, our children, step off, move back, support on the side. That's how I feel. I know it might not be right. It might not be right to everybody, but that's the way I feel. These are my children. These ain't hers. And she don't like kids like that anyway. And you can keep it 100. You know she don't like kids like that. So, in a sense, when it comes to our children, I felt like she was stepping over her boundary as a stepmother. Period.com. And so, and I tell her, like, she say stupid shit. When she say stupid shit, what happened in Oakland at Fruitvale, when that dude that died on the train station, on the BART station. Okay, so she would hey Nadia, she would say to my son, is that how the ghetto live? Is that how the hood live? Like shit like that. And me and my son watched the show. My mom, he was like, Mama Tiffany said. Now her word for her name was bitch to me. It was never Tiffany. So okay, so I didn't, and I'm just saying is, if you don't raise African American kids, if you don't know our culture, you white, stay on the sidelines, support, but don't say nothing about the kids, okay? Because she would ask my son, black people on welfare, and I used to say, what she say? What she say? And so my son would come home and tell me, and I was like, see, this bitch don't know who she fucking with today. And so I would say, now Ronnie, I ain't gonna cuss you out today, but can you tell Tiffany the social stuff about the African American, because she don't know us like that. And I'm thinking, as a black man, how you let your white wife say that shit? I mean, I'm just keeping it 100. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Yes, Derek. Yes. So I'm like, how do you let your white wife say some shit to your African American son about the hood and all this other kind of stuff? And then I said to him, I said, oh, you don't be down there with the white folks, because I'm ready to. I'm like, your name is Ron at his job, but baby, your name is Ronnie, okay? Your mama named you Ronnie, okay? So I was like, if I had a Puerto Rican boyfriend, I had multicultural boyfriends, okay? But I never let anybody say it's the ghetto, black people in the ghetto, most black people on welfare. I never let anybody say that to my children, okay? Because I just think, she crossed the line. She act like she too damn friendly with the black people, and she don't hang out with black people like that any damn way. She ain't got no black friends like that. What one she got? You, okay? And so I was like, now Ronnie, tell that bitch to keep her mouth shut. How about that? He was like, what you say? I said, tell that bitch to keep her mouth shut, because hello.
Right now.
I'm on live. I'm live right now.
Girl, bye.
I'm sorry. So everybody named Mama called my phone today. So I felt like if she don't know our culture, and she don't get to tell my son, Oakland is ghetto. And I'm like, so you act like, and I ain't gonna lie, I made a name for my ex-husband. I was like, when Derek said a song called "That's Just My Baby Daddy," that was my damn ringtone. I ain't gonna lie, but I made a line up. I used to call my ex-husband Tiger Woods, okay, because he played golf too, and so I was like, yeah, he the Tiger Woods, the broke Tiger Woods, okay, that's why I used to call him. And so I said to her, I said, what you say there? So I used to tell Tell her, don't talk to my son about issues that's going on in the African American community because she don't know. She ain't in the trenches. She don't know what's going on in our world. She don't know what's base colors. I think if you are at it and you're already connected to the family, it's a sticky situation. She wasn't connected to the kids, okay? And this is why I told my ex-husband. I told him this. She don't like kids anyway, okay? Let's keep it 100. She had a son, but that son was more with their daddy than her ass. Let's keep it 100. So I told my ex-husband, I'll tell you this. If you ever get a divorce, she ain't gonna act like she don't know our kid's name, okay? And when they broke up, okay, my son was living in the house with his daddy and not his stepmama. They had their own place. And so, and this one really set me off, okay? My son moved in with his dad when he was 10 years old. Now, my son is dumb and young too, okay? But he had this party at his daddy house, his daddy in the White House, okay? In the white neighborhood, in the white town, okay? And they put it all on social media, okay, while their daddy was out of town, okay? So, and my son he know that his daddy is anal when it comes to the house. So, folks is out there drinking, beer buzz on the ground. I'm like, oh my God, who does that? Okay, so I said, son, and it was my fault because I was supposed to pick my son up that weekend, but I didn't feel good, and I was got a graveyard shift. Shit, I was tired. Okay, so I told my son I'm gonna pick you up the next day. Okay, because he lived 30 minutes away. So my son had a party at his daddy house that night. And so I told my son, I said, why you didn't call me and my best friend? We could have came and cleaned that damn house up before your daddy got home, and he would have never known you had a party. Dumb. So my son halfway cleaned the damn house up. Oh, the stupid mistake that he made. So his daddy put him out the house, okay? Put him out the house and sent him to me. And for a week. So, but let me tell you what his daddy threatened to do. His daddy said, I'm gonna teach him a lesson and send him to Georgia to his grandparents. I said, huh? What you say again? My son was like 17. He was gonna be he was in his junior year. Okay, junior year. And they put it all on social media. And so I told him, I said, he was like, he can't come back to the house. Tiffany is mad. He not allowed to come back. And I said, but he played football. I live 30 minutes away. It's traffic in the morning. How am I supposed to navigate all that? And I work a graveyard shift. Okay, I gotta get up at 5:30 in the morning to get the load out to make sure he get to school on time. And so my son, he gonna say, I'm sending him to Georgia. I said, over my dead body. I said, he ain't going to Georgia because the grandparents are older now, and the grandparents, at the end of the day, that's our child. We're not sending him to Georgia. Last time I checked, the custody agreement said it don't say that Andrea Lynch and Ronnie Lynch's son is gonna be in the Georgia that the grandparents raising. No, that's what they ain't gonna do. And so I was in the business of not cussing him out. But I ain't gonna lie, on day 4, me getting up at 5:30 in the morning, taking him to school. Oh my God. I called him when my son was in school, and what happened was my son came home that day and he seen his stepbrother at school. And his stepbrother said, my mama said, you ain't never come back to the house. Never. And she meant that. I said, okay. I apologize. Hello. Okay. Okay. Bye-bye. Hold on 1 minute. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so what I said? Oh, so she said my son could never come back to her house, her house, her house. Okay, their house, their what house. So I was like, I called Ronnie. I said, hey, Ronnie, Tiffany said that my son can never come back to your house, and my son can never come back to your house. And so I said, and I said, he was like, Andrea, she didn't say that. Whoever said that's lying. I said, well, her son told our son. He ain't lying. He meant that shit. And he said, Quentin, my mama said. And so I said, tell that bitch I ain't playing with her when it comes to my son. I'm a cougar. I'm gonna hurt somebody when it comes to my son. He's the only one I say have, and he ain't a bad child. He was getting straight A's. He just had a party, okay? So Quentin didn't do stupid shit anyway. But I don't know, hanging out with some Caucasian children at the Caucasian school. He thought a good idea to have a damn party at his daddy's house. Okay. So I'm like, but at the same time, this is our son. And then her son tells our son at school that his mama said. I said, so let me go on down the Lodi and have a conversation with your wife, because now she's telling her son about my son. Oh, let's have a conversation, because I've been waiting to have a conversation with her, but now she don't take it to the next level. Okay. And he gonna say, Andrea, she didn't say that. Andrea, I said I know on my dead body she said that shit. Okay, because you lying and you covering up for her ass. But she said it about your son. And at the end of the day she didn't have this child. Me and you did. Okay, so I don't appreciate her saying anything. If she felt that way, that's her business, and I understand that. But don't try to hurt my baby, and because y'all are mad with him. And I was like, you can ground him. You don't have to send him to Georgia. And I'm gonna fight the tooth and nail if you think you're gonna send my baby to Georgia because he had a party at your house. Really? And so I was like, oh no, nope, oh no. I said, tell that bitch I'm coming down the load out today. Tell her I'm on my way. Matter of fact, I'm on my way then. Because let's she want to talk about my son and she want to talk about him, because I know she been doing mean things to him, but I ain't said nothing to him because I told my son it's gonna be a different level moving to your daddy house. So I was like, whatever is going on at your daddy house, you staying down there until you graduate. Period.com. We ain't going that back and forth. No, we didn't do that. You made a choice to move to your daddy house. I'm gonna stick with the choice and we're gonna roll with it. But I know he was saying, Mama, sometimes she don't spend time with me. Sometimes she act like I'm not in this house. Sometimes she act like I'm invisible. She was doing all that shit to him. Okay, I know she was, but he made the choice. He wanted to move to his daddy house. Well, when you make a choice, when you think you grown, you're gonna be grown. So I was like, I know she doing shit to him. I know, but I haven't been saying anything. I've been keeping my cool. Okay, I'm not gonna say nothing because this is your house. It ain't my house. Okay, but I literally had to really and I stopped cussing him out for a long time. But I had to deep down, I had to dig all the bones up to get him to take our son back, because he didn't want to take him back. And I was like, I can't keep this woman here. Yeah. He didn't want to take my son back, and I had to dig all the bones, all the last room. I had to dig all the bones up and all the stuff that we stopped. We was not gonna say about each other. I had to dig all that shit up to get him to take our son back. And finally he took my son back, and my son did graduate. But it was a lot. And for him to threaten, because he ain't never threatened me like he was gonna send our son away. And so that was the first time in our life that he threatened to send my son to Georgia to his grandparents. And I was like, over my dead body, you ain't sending my baby to Georgia. And because you feel like your wife ain't gonna your wife is saying that our son can't stay with him. And I told him this. I said, as a parent, you don't say, oh, because your son has a party that you're gonna send him to Georgia. What's that teaching him? That we don't want him? No, I'm not doing that to my baby. I'm not sending him to Georgia. I don't give a damn about that's my baby, that's my son, that's the only son I had. Okay, and I'm not sending him to Georgia. Okay, I'm just not gonna do it. And don't get me wrong, I love his parents and I love my kids going out there every summer. But being a full-time Georgia, no, he wasn't gonna be. He gonna be up in California where I could see and see about it. And so yes, so that was the issue when it came to the wife and stuff like that. I mean, what would Nadia say? So I I I I try to be nice to her, but honey, it was a lot, and I don't she don't bother me now. I even asked when I talked to him, "How's Tiffany doing?" Because I don't care no more. So I don't when I asked and when I talk to him now, I asked him when I talked to him now. I asked how Tiffany is doing, how it is, and we navigate now that we don't call each other out of our name. We good now, and so but it was a lot when it came to my son, and I said to him is you promised to my son, you promised when you moved in with him, it was two things you said he was you when he moved in with you. You're gonna make sure he graduate, he won't gonna have no babies early, and he won't gonna have no criminal record. Okay, that's what daddy promised me when my son moved in with him and his wife. And so, did he live up to them promises? Yes. My son did not have a criminal record. My son did not have a baby. My son was a good student in school. So, all the promises that he made, he kept, and I kept too because I graduated my daughter. But at the same time, is when he threatened to send my son to Georgia, I felt like it was across the line, and I was like, who you get to make a decision because the last time I checked, he's still my son too. He ain't just your son, and so yeah, so that was the issue we had with our son. But I told my son, don't ever have a party at your daddy house. Don't ever do some stupid shit, and be respectful to your stepmom because she's not a mom like I am, and I understood that. And so but my sending my son to Georgia is where he was like, oh, you now I feel like he crossed the line. But my son graduated. My son ain't got no kids. My son did very well at his daddy house. And do I think my son is a better man for my son moving with his dad? Hell yeah, because I'm the woman. I can't teach my son to be a man. And it's okay because I could say that and I'm not saying mothers can't raise young men. Mothers can raise young men, but I did have a structure in my family. My daddy was in the home, and I see my four brothers. Even though one on one straight went to jail, okay, I seen my daddy be present in their life. I see my daddy make us go to work every day after school, and so I understood as a mother, as a Black mother, I didn't want you lose him to the streets, to the gang millionaires, to anything that would kill my Black son. And so sending him to his daddy house, I am grateful. I'm grateful I had the opportunity. And I'm grateful that even though he wasn't a good husband to me, he is a wonderful father because he would do anything for his children. To this day, I think they spoiled rotten by him more than anything. But I'm glad I sent my son because when I had the conversation with my son, and shout out to Lady P, it's on my channel. We had a conversation, and my son said on the live, if he didn't go to his daddy house and he's seen some of his friends who daddy's in jail, daddy's got a criminal record, it was because of his daddy and having the conversation about being a man. And his daddy showing him what a man is supposed to do, provide, protect, all that. Is because he's a great man now. And my son, and I see my son, and he's so mild tempered, just like his father. Me and his sister, we a little extra over here. We are a little extra over here. They call me and his sister extra, but he is so mild tempered, and I'm grateful because even though I say some Black men are not being a father to their children, some Black men are not taking care of their kids, I did have the family structure. I did have good black men in my family, and I did have good black men that I'm friends with that own their own businesses, sheriff department, and police officers, even some black men who had criminal records. But what they learned is I don't want to do that for my family, so they got their own businesses now, and then they thriving as good businessmen. And so I wanted my son to be around men like that, and that's why we decided, pretty much I decided to put him in football, because I think he needed to be with other boys. And so I remember having a conversation with the dad, because my son was upset his coach was giving him the business on the football field, just giving him the business. And so I called my ex-husband. I said, hey, he out here giving your son the business, dude. I'm a woman. Now I can only say so much, because I know I'm ready to say, hey, who are you talking to like that? Okay. So I said, look here, I need you to get down here. I know you got a job, and I understand and I get it, but you self-employed, you got your own business, you the head nigga in charge at your job. Okay. So I need you to get down here on this football field with your son, because if you don't want another man stroking your son, and you don't want another man talking to your son crazy, you need to be out here seeing what's going on. You need to be out here volunteering. You need to be out here being on that field with your son. And after I get him a cussing out about 2 or 3 times about this shit, because I said they still giving him the business out here, their daddy finally heard what I said, and he put stuff on the back burner. He changed stuff around, and he was out there on that football field with his son, and I don't regret that. And so black men are important, and some black women, we need to. Lord. Oh my God, is everybody named Mama? I apologize. But yes, so I do think it's important to have their father in their life, because they need it, and I understand it. And so I'm happy that I made the choice as a mother. And don't get me wrong, that was the let my baby go, live with his father. That was the most hardest decision. Hold on, man. Come on, live. What's up? Yes, I do. Okay, I will. Bye-bye. I don't know why everybody named Mama call while I'm on live. Okay, this morning, I guess they all know I'm not working right now. Okay, but I'm glad. Don't get me wrong. It was the hardest decision, letting my son go live with his father, because me and my son, we went round and round. We went round and round. I think he was going to the 7th grade, and he asked when he was in 6th grade to go live with his father. And I ain't gonna lie, my baby go live with his father. I was like, and he ain't gonna be a mama like I'm a mama. He ain't gonna have time for you. He working all the time, blah blah blah. But I'm happy I made that decision, and it was the hardest decision of my life. And I never thought in my wildest dreams that I was gonna make a decision like that, because I thought me and Dad was gonna be together forever. But I'm glad I made the decision. I'm glad that that looking at him and the man he is today, I'm proud of my son. And I'm proud of his dad too. I'm proud that that he showed him what a man's supposed to do. He showed him what a black man supposed to do. How you stay out of jail. How you get your money. How you make an honest living. He showed him everything that as a mother, I don't think I would be able to do that. I would definitely find it hard, and I would definitely find it hard. But I do have good brothers. I have an older brother. I have 2 younger brothers, and they are good men too. But they ain't his daddy. And having a man be in a child's life, And even though he wasn't a good husband for me, I can recognize I can recognize that that he wasn't a good husband for me, but I always knew in my heart of hearts, even though me and him had issues, I always knew he would be a fantastic father, and he still is. And to this day, he is my daughter and my son's hero, because they always know when they call, their daddy is coming through for them no matter what. And that makes me feel good. That makes me feel like I done the right thing, and I don't have no regrets for him moving to his dad's house. And so and I tell him that every day. And let me tell you something. When he was living at my house, his ass was a little messy. He didn't clean up right. But when he moved to that daddy house, when he moved to that daddy house, okay, I was like, you clean up every day. Oh, you vacuum every day. Like, mama, they down here, little anal. So shout out to Black fathers. Okay, I do see Black fathers as suffering, but I do see Black women as suffering too. And shout out to Black fathers, Black women, and we are trying to navigate. And I think sometimes as Black women, we don't know how to check our emotions. And so what I say was, therapy have helped me better communicate with my ex-husband, because I since when I started going to therapy, I went to therapy for almost 3.5 years. When I started going to therapy, I started seeing the change in how my ex-husband talked to me, because I felt like that motherfucker is triggering me on purpose. Okay, so I realized it's the way I was talking to him and the way he was talking to me, and I had to change my approach of talking to him. And therapy have helped me navigate that situation. And I think my therapist, it was a Black woman. Okay, I needed one look like just like me, but I think my therapist, and to this day, she still call and check up on me. I don't go see her like I used to, but I might check in if I have a problem or something. So I think that therapist, I thank her for still being in my life if I need to talk to her. So I don't tell none of my friends to do what Andrea Lynch do. I say do better. I say be better. Be better co-parenting. Be better people, because the kids are the main factor, and the kids are the one who get hurt, and the kids are the one who does not see better people. And so when my children see me and they daddy kicking it, and I mean kicking, I ain't kicking it like that, but me and they daddy talking about the old time, and he was like, you are a good cook, and they see us laughing and kikiing, that warms their heart, because they don't like us arguing and fighting, and they didn't ask to be in the middle of us tug of war. So I tell my sisters to this day to be better co-parenting. I tell my sisters to be better people, and to try to understand, and don't use the kids as a weapon. Try to understand, I'm doing it for my children, even though he get on my nerves, even though I want to wring his damn neck. Okay, I'm doing it for my kids. And and my friends would tell me I'm one of the best co-parenting. Okay, they aren't keeping it 100, but I did it for the betterment of my kids. And I'm learning now that how happy they are, and how functioning they are, and how good they are. And my son tell me every day, having his dad in his life keeps him, his friends got dads in prison and dead, and having his dad in his life have shaped him and molded him to the man that he's supposed to be. And I'm happy with that. And I got the 3 wishes that I wanted: no babies, no jail time, no criminal record. And so if I done the best job for that as a mother, I will keep doing that, and I don't have no regrets. So when you have regrets, you say should have cooked. So if I had regrets, I wouldn't be Andrea Lynch. If I had regrets, I don't regret anything I've done, because that have taught me how to be a better woman, that have taught me how to be a better mother, that have taught me how to be a better friend. Because I went to therapy. Me and my best friend, we was arguing too. Okay, she got on my nerves. She would do some shit that she would start up a debate like Derek does. Okay, so and so yes, and so communication is the key in learning how to apologize, learning how to say my bad, my sorry, learning how to be better people. And I'm not saying I'm perfect, and I ain't saying sometimes I'm ass by the Mimi and real mamas, because I gotta call my girls and say help me calm down. I'm about to go off. But I thank these women. I thank Erica Hunter. I thank the best women in my life, because they have all taught me how to be a better woman. And so I'm gonna let this live go. I don't talk my butt up. I thank everybody for showing up. I thank everybody for being here. And if Black women and Black men, be better to each other. That's what I say. Be better to each other. And if everybody learned something today in this live, if you learned something today in this live, Andrea Lynch wasn't perfect. Okay, she's still a little extra. But if you learn what I said, if you learn what I said about communication, if you learn what I said about it takes a Black man to raise a Black man. Okay, and Black women, don't get me wrong, I love y'all to death. Y'all my people, y'all my road dog. I support y'all. But on this one issue right here, I'ma tell you, it takes a Black man to raise a Black man. So if you have some issues with the kid's father, please, it's better for them to be in their life than not, because you're more often they could end up in prison having babies early. And so I say to my sisters, we got to do better. And I'm not saying I was one them mamas too. So I tell my sisters, it takes a Black man to raise a Black man. And so if we're gonna keep our Black men out of jail, and we're gonna keep our Black men out the streets, let the father be in their life, good and bad or indifference. Because I'll tell you this, I am thanking the Lord every day when I see my son and how he is, and I'm really particular about statistics, and I'm really particular about seeing Black men, because I got cousins, okay, with not having their fathers in their life. They've been in prison, in out of prison, and so and in and out of prison, and so I am grateful. I'm grateful to know that he wasn't a good husband for me, but I damn sure put the best father for my children, and I don't regret that. Every day I don't regret that. So my sisters, let's do better. My sisters, it takes a Black man to raise a Black man. And I heard somebody say, and I ain't gonna name no names, but I heard a YouTuber say that she would abort a Black man. Oh, let me tell you something. The day I had my son, I love my daughter. She'll be a little extra. But the day I had my son, I was the most fulfilled as a mother, because I always wanted a son. Okay. Now I thought my daughter was a son, but they said, no, that's a girl. But the day I had my son, I wanted him. I wanted him, and I wanted, he was mild tempered. He was good. He was an excellent baby. And so when I heard a YouTuber say abort a Black man, I was like, what happened to you? Who doing something to you? Because it ain't no way in hell I wanted him. And so it ain't, and I have another son now, but I wanted my Black son. I always wanted a son. And to this day, me and my son are like this. Okay. My daughter, her and her daddy are like this. Okay. They got that connection. But me and him got a connection. And that's why I put him in football. And that's why I know sports, because I can talk to him in a sports way and put it in real life scenarios. And so when I heard that, I can't get with that. Because having a son, it ain't nothing. It ain't nothing like it. Now, don't get me wrong. My daughter is special, but having a son, it's something about having a son, and he gonna carry that name. And something about having a son. When he called me yesterday, he said, "Mama, what you want for Christmas?" I was like, "Son, you ain't gotta give me nothing, but you know, Mama loves some makeup. Give me a gift card to Ultra. That's what I want for Christmas." And he is so good to me. And check my email. Oh, you mean me, Scarlett? Check my email. Okay, I'll check it. I'm having a son. My is it's good. It's good. And I don't understand. How can you say board a black man, because board a black boy, because my son is a part of me, and at the end of the day, my son is a part of me, and he's the best a part of me he is, and he's a part of his daddy, the best part that we are. And so that's just crazy. I heard a YouTuber say that, but I got to go. I love y'all. I appreciate all y'all being in this live. I appreciate all y'all listening to me. Okay, so I'm gonna come on back tomorrow because I got time. Okay, I might have to go to work late tomorrow, but so I got time. But I appreciate everybody listening to me. I appreciate everybody listening and stuff. And yeah, it takes a man to raise a man child. And I tell my sisters, we got to do better. We got to be better. And if I could say that, you could say that. And I could tell you that, we can say that. And don't get me wrong, I love my sisters, and I'm championing sisters all the way. But it does takes a man to raise a man. Okay, a woman can give them her son everything, but I have seen women love their sons so much that they don't see the wrong in them. And I didn't want to be that mother either. So I love y'all. Thank y'all for coming in. Thank y'all for listening to this live, because I sure did tell some stories that I wasn't gonna tell. But I love you guys. Y'all have a happy day. And thanks, Nadia, for catching this live. You guys all enjoy yourself. And if you ain't told nobody that you love them, tell them you love them. And if you have a friend that you fell out with and you knew that friend was a good friend, call them up and say, "Hey, what's you doing? What's going on with you?" Sometimes we break off relationships too soon and not see the good in people. So I say that. Okay? So I'm going to go on, and y'all have a happy day. Okay? Bye-bye.